And so together we need help boundaries for some job.
I saw a few videos Ruby had posted about taking her boys like away.
I've been on a beanbag since October, and she gave me my fur back like 2 weeks ago.
I don't think her viewers know that.
They are fucking each other.
I just saw that people on the internet thought this was beyond strict parenting. The passengers is finally getting exposed.
For years, I've been saying that they are abusive. I'm going to take the scissors, look at me, and I'm going to cut that off. This is horrible for the children. We told them that this year they are not going to be visited by Santa.
They shut them down. They had been canceled.
I think Liberty was fringe, kind of on the edge there of what's good parenting and what's
Amen.
on the big passengers teacher channel of
Good shot, Barbara. Good fucking shot. Like his teeth. Yeah, pop, 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 pop.
entirely torture.
Go dick and empty, see what happens.
Amen.
Haven! Go get your ass beat!
It's a shame that I cannot watch an hour of this channel without me. Fuck.
I tried, that's my bad. That bitch is a bitch. I caught him, man. I almost caught him. I was close. So he won't do that shit again. They squirrel and I'm like fucked up. What? Like, we'll go to my car, and my car's like on the side. And it just lay there. Like, what the fuck? I'm recording this dude after this game. I think he's cheating.
I felt like it was more fanatic.
It's time to provide, preside, and protect.
Sharing this like in the house and that's the street safety. I stopped. Once the government is surprised. And I definitely saw that
I hit that right in. Motherfucker, I'm gonna hell, oh my god. My bad. That's my bad. Boom, right in.
shadow figures. Stuff like the mental health crisis is leading to violence. Joey could go into the session. She would talk. TV having opposites anytime. That can decide all stay. And all these nightmares.
What's that? It just looks like sitting bed. This happened around the upstairs where Geraldine was completely awful. They just go up and lock themselves in the room and pull the bag out of it and come out of it. It's just it's loud now. I wrote all down. That's what you can ask for. I was always very intrigued by Jodie's relationship with Ruby. How she talked about her, how she looked at her. Jodie, I was saying from on the get that night, it showed because there were.
I would spend 2 days at that in southern Utah hiking, jet skiing, engaging in training sessions, and one-on-one relationships.
They're just lesbian, but then some of the comments she made is that if you were LGBTQ, then that was an addiction, that could be covered from, but that was a shameful thing, like you have so much shame, and that's why you're going to it. When you're part of the hiking religion,
So.
the often it says like there isn't a healthy space for you to even exist. You can entertain thought of being taken. So I think what happens sometimes with equally that
Someone hit my way. Damn, I kept going, I was going in. I missed it again, and my own teammate just knocked me out, you fucking idiot. Good game.
Around the LGBTQ community, I've seen a clip where
You're
it
cool.
felt like Jodie was being defensive about it.
I am a daughter of a god. That's who I am. I am not gay because I am divine.
I thought maybe Jodie had feelings that she was trying to suppress.
Once Jodie was able to isolate Ruby from Kevin, she was really just able to brainwash her into thinking she was a living prophet.
So you can see how Jodie Hildebrandt justified the next step. I'm right on how I have done sexuality. I am right in having separated families, and I am right in making sure your children stay on the right path, making sure your children aren't being given into by evil influences.
In this world of God. We know that over the course of the summer, Ruby and Jodie were in Jodie's house, and the children are being systematically abused and then tortured in the home. And at the same time, Jodie and Ruby are continuing filming in the house.
You wonder where I've been on my vlogs? You wonder why I left YouTube? Simply my kids. The 8 passengers channel changed their features.
Hello, and welcome to Mom's Truth with Jodie and Ruby.
Mom's Truth is pretty much parenting advice.
In this home, you don't get personal space. This is my space, and I'm the parent.
Harsh parenting advice.
You're scared to hold your child accountable. Instead of chasing your kids all over the place, you need to learn what's called principles of truth. You're being canceled in your own home.
I witnessed the entire dynamic of Jodie's public-facing content shift. She was using Ruby.
I love children. I love children. I love your children. And I have a very sacred charge to help you protect them.
And that's what she's doing. She's allowed me to be in her life so I can help raise and teach and guide her children. And that's what we want to share with you.
Jody, God in the beginning, was someone who was willing to be taken by the nose and do everything Jody said. And I wonder if part of the reason that this God is awful as God is because Jody just was seeing how hard she could push with you before you could ever push back. And there's no evidence that we could ever push back. As long as Jody said, I talked to God this morning and this is what we're supposed to do, then we just did it. Look at the definition of a cult, and I can speak from my experience, and there's nothing else, but she would be the leader. There was zero defiance.
There was a lot of brainwashing. There was a lot of isolation. My gut was telling me something's wrong. This doesn't feel right. The things she's asking me to do are not kind. It's really hard to look back and see areas where I followed Jody, despite what my gut was telling me.
I was separated for 5-ish months, and then I continued to see Jody throughout that year. It felt like things were changing. Her language queued up looser over time. Like learning a filter. Like you don't even know what it's like. You haven't worked with her. You've never heard it in your life. To watch somebody completely unravel, I just think the castle is going to crumble at some point. That was the most stark and clear guidance to lead the program.
Hey, Mom.
My wife had no way. I believe 100% of this.
Logan! Wait a second.
I feel like Jody was able to really get in, honestly, my psyche, my decision making, because I was so desperate for help. I needed to have some sort of hope for my marriage. But eventually, I got their flags that they decided to leave. Jody definitely had a hand in doing within a year we were divorced.
We're all going to have to, as a culture, figure out how do we parse out intentional falsehood, misrepresentation, and truth and fact, and how do we live in this world?
Said so much left doing better. But the biggest thing we wanted was to interview the children. They young boy gave an amazing interview, very detailed and descriptive.
We're getting a better picture as to what's happened to these kids. It starts out with what I would call extremely poor parenting, but probably not criminal acts. Physical acts. Carrying boxes up and downstairs as a punishment. But then it progresses.
Young boy. Right. Very extreme corporal punishment for very minor things. We need to go back to the house because there's so much more, and now I'm going to be looking at it from a different perspective, trying to corroborate his story.
From the detectives at the house, and they said, hey, we got the journals.
Well, yesterday was very big journal. They're told to document everything. There were several journals located, and Ruby's was really unlike anything I've seen.
We found written documentation.
Everything done to the children and why. The young boy and girl have been in so much deviant behavior. Their selfish, sinful lifestyle is being intervened upon. Day 2 of young boy jumping on a mini trampoline. He would have to jump on the trampoline for hours at a time in the dead heat of the summer, and he would take a break. He was out at sequel. He was trying to cheat. in defiance. The young boy, or I should for very mean corporal punishment or very minor. You need to go back to the house because there's so much more. And now I'm going to be looking at it from a different perspective, trying to follow his story.
We got a call from the detective at the house, and they said,
And that's when we got the journal. The obvious state that is journal. Told documents everything. There were several journals located, and Ruby's was really unlike anything I've seen.
we found written documentation of everything that was happening.
Everything they had done to the children and why. The young boy and girl have been indulging in behavior. Their selfish, sinful lifestyle is being forgiven upon. They feel it. They have to jump on the trampoline for hours at a time, and the dead heat of the summer would take a break. The sea is defined. The young boy, or I could say his demon. I come back with a cactus poker. When I poke his back to get in the sun, he doesn't even feel anything.
Found that exercise foundation along with the actual physical margin of concrete.
People standing the calcium buildup on the trampoline. That's because he was sweating. That's not just a leisurely activity at this point. He was being tortured on that small trampoline. Pretty brilliant, corroborated his story. Line by line, everything he left behind, she had written down.
The journal documents that we give to have of love to drive I would give anything. In the middle of the night,
Oh God, oh Father, we need a miracle. Show us where the boy is. Protect him, protect us, protect us.
but he didn't really knock on the doors. He just tried to make it to part of my witness lines.
I speed up to cover as much road as I can, racing the sun, racing the dead. Then I see the young boy walking on the side of the road.
The worst abuse happens after the boy tries to run away. They start trying. They try different ways. They try truly. They try different ways. But they eventually land on their most efficient way of lining. They handcuff his wrists together, handcuff his ankles together, lay on his stomach, and then tie those two sets of handcuffs together. He's hog tied. And that's where his really bad injuries. Because he's left in that position for hours. And it's difficult to imagine what would have happened to the kid for adults that they do that to children. Yeah.
Hi, I was wondering if you could do some favors.
Well, welcome in.
There's patient, lots of just on fire.
He was always told by the owner that for things he had done, he would be going to jail. Today he rages for hours. I'm never going to change. Take me to jail where I belong.
He's hungry and he says what's happened to him is his fault.
It's that level of manipulation where these children and these were deserving of the punishment and not deserving of unwavering love like a parent should have for their child.
Is Jody up there right now? Okay. Jody Hellman is up there right now.
Okay.
So she may come looking for him here soon, but I think we get the cops here as soon as possible. She's a bad lady.
Our initial responding officer, on his way there, he observed a vehicle traveling down the road. He was pretty aware that was probably what he had done at that point before he was. So we stopped him and asked him to get him away. He got on his feet pretty fast and he was like, no, I haven't, but if I do, I'll let you know.
Sex was over there. Alright, I'm on the phone with my sergeant right now.
I believe that Jody went back to the residence after she saw the officers. She took the road.
I had it in for you.
Hello?
Hello. What up, Joe? What's cooking? Good looking.
Oh, my bad.
Son of a bitch.
It's fun. And that's what it is.
Yeah, we were recording that dude. Oh, you hit it too hard.
He was always told by Jake that for things he had done, he would be going to jail. Today he rages for hours. I'm never going to change. Take me to jail where I belong.
Wow. Yeah, I reported the shit out of them.
Why are you hitting me?
Something to do? Good game.
Good game.
It was when we were arrested. This has been strange and the most miraculous intervention. Jody, so I'm not frustrating her. I think it's being saw and not hearing her. It's very promising for me. I can it's just I think
One of the things that was also true is that this time we did have
we can do that. I appreciate people not here. You need that to yourself. That all things that you love the ground, that you can grab yourself down. But you do that.
That's how it's done.
Together, and it's very big. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, how much power and faith and wisdom, and I just see it.
I don't want to minimize product and show you trials in child
Nice shot, bro.
on children victims, and we all take steps to protect them. We ended up offering a plea offer that they would plead to 4 of the 6 counts, and it would mean that each count would carry prison time. Two defendants charged with the exact same crimes, but it was more at fault. Frankie's attorney issued a statement before her guilty plea, saying Jody Hildebrand isolated her away from her family and distorted her sense of morality. All right. Before anybody's killed on this district court, Miss Frankie has a statement she'd like to make. She does.
For the past 4 years, I've chosen to follow counseling guidance that has led me to a dark delusion. I just want to listen to the line of the false bench of design and isolate from anyone who challenged me. I was once working in this world with people.
I missed it.
Exceeding bad, it's remorseful. I was before the other day. I'm sorry for that. I hope I'm it's ever give it a night.
She wouldn't let the word come out of her mouth that they should get better. Law, those children, they should be normal and torture. What happened to these children? Your philosophy with them, frankly, seems detached from reality, which is the decency or even common sense. The court imposes over 1 to 15-year sentences to be consecutively for each of the 4 counts of aggravated child abuse.
I was just being really smooth and all this stuff, like across the world. I have been praying for myself to be help me. power of your example and look for it, you will be grateful for that today. I apply part of my knowledge and everything comes and I'm happy with you.
Jody, I know someone is thinking to herself that she can take credit for all of this in the same way that Yusuf's father takes credit for counseling of his kids. I think that she is where she needs to be right now. Cycle has to stop somewhere.
I don't know that this could have happened without the shock, the shots there. The religious base here is very willing to follow the leaders that have been appointed without question. And Judy Hildebrand somehow is all that she was.
I remember that term. It's just disgusting to see someone on their own power trip being something that can do a lot of good for a lot of people and twist it into something so because this is a story about religious freedom. I think that's why Jody's such a risk to society. She's influencing power over people. She'll get people to do things that are destructive for themselves and for us as a society.
Now that she's in prison, I thought about that dramatic change in her life and wonder, I think she's still reaching out and trying to suck people in to those dark places that she's brought so many people. I think she's extremely dangerous. If Jody got out and she had a way to still influence people, she would find that way and continue.
She's a clear pattern of manipulation and victims over the years. It's a pattern that didn't stop after Jesse. It's not going to stop now. She likes the control, and it's something that I'd be very concerned about if they allowed it to leave.
He was.
Mommy, what would you do? It's not. What's that?
I don't know.
This afternoon, goes to cop for it. If I don't want to know how many bars, nope. What part are you going to keep standing out with? First of all, just have to straight. Oh, you guys would have never look like a team. Yeah, remind me. Talk about it yet again. You figured out this location for its cops.
Yeah, so I my heart.
That was for what making so good.
The hospital because of this overnight.
Dude!
What's wrong?
Oh no. Good shit! That's how it's done, son. Alright, y'all fight now, got to go.
Oh, you broke my fucking charger.
Forty seconds. Oh, it's cool. We good now. That's a dub in the bug for us. Which it is for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 against 3. And they're still sticking with us. Why is my own teammate hitting me?
Thankful to take up the motel slide.
Welcome to Texas. I'm sure you have so glad you're here.
What's going on? I didn't see that.
I need one fucking save.
That's it.
Nobody wants to choose. Nobody wants to choose because it's all the devil. You used to be kids. And you knew all the lessons you know to parents that don't hold the kids accountable. So now it's abusing to make your kids live on the floor to do this. ridiculous. Can't even raise your hand.
You rang my doorbell. I asked you to call the police.
My God, I'm asleep.
Yeah, you piss off, they keep waking you up.
Anytime I fall asleep, I hear, Mom.
Well, you really long.
Nobody wrong, Lincoln is okay. Ew! Hey, you be quiet. Okay.
What?
You're doing like that.
I died.
I know. Really don't want to get much more in there.
I've got a big DICKHIP.
It's not a video.
No, what? What do you got? Come here. Hey, but don't make me get up. Wait, I saw what you had.
Let's go.
Hey. You can play with that. Why are you hiding?
Let's go.
I ain't gonna hurt you. You're allowed to play with that. Just ask.
Wait a second.
Hey, when you're done with that, put it back. Okay? Hey, when you're done, put it back, okay? Alright, babe. Ugh.
You need like 46 people. We were paying more than our mortgage to Jody every month. We ended up in so much debt. We maxed out all of our credit cards. We paid well over $50,000. And I remember at the time saying, like, it's worth it for us to heal and have a good life together.
You realize that you don't understand how I'm not wrong. Now I look at it every day. Now I'm working at work every day. So I think God, now we sit with them and everything making it to be solid. They know storm by that. I mean, I have no idea what they're talking about. So it's out of a horribly
You put her on the right side. It's just thing I want to say earlier in the lobby, okay? Good.
supposed to happen. I don't know.
Figure the rest. It's really constant counts. Second is itself and the child of the student like okay. You understand that or no? Are you okay? I'm wondering if there's like a medical plan that needs to like do you need medical attention before you go to the jail? Okay. Alright, well we'll have you as soon as she gets out here we'll bring you out. I'll find it.
Ruby and Jody were both under arrest for 2 counts of child abuse. And when I put Jody in the car, she said, I really want you to hear me out. And I was like, you asked for a lawyer. I respect that decision, and I'm not going to ask you any questions. And she said, but hear me out when I say those kids should never be around any other kids. After she made that comment, I knew that clearly she had direct involvement in isolating those children. I believe she and Rudy were a threat to the children. And that was enough for us to reflect and motivate on both of them. And that's what I said. They were transported to Washington County Purgatory Correctional Facility, singing hymns in Battery Park, and they went to jail together.
This is a call from 1045. Jody Hildebrand.
What's this call? Okay, sorry. Hey, will you put the light on? What are you doing?
But first they'll lay their hands on you and persecute you.
Where's my...
Don't break that.
Let's go.
You say don't break
And
nothing.
he says, and you shall be betrayed by both parents and brothers and kinsfolk and friends.
I'm gonna get my foot.
I was getting the same amount of phone calls every day, and a lot of the tips were from the syndicate victims of Jody Hildebrand. And one of them was a family member of Jody's.
Jesse used the pronouns they had. At the time, she would have considered herself Jody's niece.
I was looking for a care when I was a teenager, for the one right there. Jesse described what Jody or he described.
Jesse talked about
Give me a pug. But give me a pug.
Force and not even notice to start. Jesse was on the flight. Got there.
Yeah, I wasn't playing when he did that. They wouldn't have scored that last one.
He seems so surprised. But then they look at it, always the last minute. People
Huh?
were living in
Big horse.
I should have been out of the pool, but being told that I was dangerous to be around. I just saw less and less of her. I was never wanting to do this. She was convinced that I was constantly fascinated. He's getting so more. I didn't know I did. But I just believed her. Because she used everything.
You're not talking.
So uncomfortable that I would force it. So I was getting that. I didn't keep out of it.
You're the end.
when I realized the truth of what was happening, there was so much guilt that I was right there.
Hey, what are you doing? Why are you in the fridge, man? You just want to know.
That portrayed a child like that. They didn't even know that that was possible. I learned more about Jody's family. Her two children were adults now, and she was estranged from both of them. They didn't want to be contact with her.
Jody shared very little with us about her own history. She told us one time about her Thanksgiving where she went to her family and how just everyone hated her. I remember thinking, that's weird. Like, I'm trying to so that I can repair these relationships with my family, and yet you have no idea that thousands of people respect you. I don't know much about Jody's past. I know that she was a newspaper because she was a basketball star. She was a beauty queen. But when her videos suggested that she had trauma that she experienced in her youth.
I remember when I was a teenager, so sometimes it's very intense, but it always had this base that said, you're not enough.
She announced that she had the
I wanted to share with you a book that I wrote called We're Not Young Enough.
she wrote about her childhood. How she was abused several times by teenage boys. These experiences increased me in confusion, isolation, and fear, so much so that I conveniently forgot about them until I was in my early 20s. God's grace allowed me to
Hey, I missed that.
There were signs that I didn't recognize in my heart of tragedy. She talks about the disassociation she had with her children. And people that experience that level of trauma in their childhood usually have a diagnosis later in life of what's called complex post-traumatic stress disorder. You're going to lose touch with reality. That's what you're disassociated from. One of the symptoms is reenacting the trauma. With trauma reenactment, you can go from being the victim to being the perpetrator. How she is going up and perpetrates. And so there's
Yeah, boy. My bad. Please like and follow the channel if you're watching. I gotta get at least one score. I play goalie, so I don't really come out.
So a few weeks after the arrest, I met Kevin Frankie for a second interview. These are more interview stuff that I wanted. Going into your relationship was.
Sorry for killing
Good game.
Ew.
Chatting is this.
Ew.
He's going to do this.
Did it eat a piece
And that was
of
documented on their 8 passengers.
Only one? Only one.
no texting at the
For real?
So the point
For real?
you don't have time to
For real? Why?
You see tons of
Because
them come
why?
on and train Jody and me together. And it was very clear to me that
Why?
he was very entrenched.
Give me
the first day, Jody said, you do too. Well, down to the kid, and if they got comfortable, I took their own social media and related to them. And she saw it. During the children's lives and her life, shifted.
No.
And wrote it.
Stop hitting it. Come on.
Like a family member that is they're in passengers.
Can it be still?
That was happening.
Where you at now, Lakin? Huh? Where you at, hon?
Wow. He broke mine. Oh.
Yeah, you good, girl.
Jody saw a platform that she liked, and that was where me and Kevin did pass in their channel. And we then asked her for help. I think she really felt she could inherit some of that success.
That's it. Oh no. Good shit.
And they kind of team up professionally to market connections.
And that's where the empowering joy class comes in. Because of empowering joy, my entire family now has people who can communicate.
And so together, losing town, founders, that.
I saw a few videos Ruby posted about taking her boys through away.
She's been on a feedback since October, and we came back for back like 2 weeks ago.
I don't think our viewers know that.
After that video, I just saw that one thought this was strict parenting. And passengers was trying to discuss for years.
I've been saying that they are basically my going to take the pictures, and I'm going to cut off. This woman, which she called with her children, we told them that this year they are not going to be visiting them.
I think Ruby was pretty kind of on the edge there of what's good parenting and what's
How come every time I leave the goal they score? Every time.
on the passengers and then Jody gets it. As this skeptical approach to child torture, it's yeah.
Oh, wrong goal, my bad. Oops, I forgot where I was at. That's me, that was on me. I hit that right in there. I truly didn't know. I wasn't playing at the beginning, I wasn't looking.
And I definitely saw, I think it's a very
That's me again, I fucking suck.
There are many things that Jody Children is doing.
I'm a lucky ass shot.
He's a parent's therapist, and now in her moment of need, which sounds like a mental health crisis, she's moving into her guidance.
Joey would go to the session. She would talk and her voices.
Jody, when she'd be like, what they do for offices at the time. And at that point, decide I'll stay here with Jody, and all he is that
Strategies that started significance like that. This is the upstairs where Joey was completely off. They just go up to lock themselves in the room for $5. They come out and they just cloud out and heat it in. And she had this amazing picture. And I wrote it all down. That's what she does. I was always very intrigued by Jody's relationship with how she talked about her.
We got this. Come on.
So, probably do that. Show.
That makes up for what I did.
They were.
We spent 2 days with us in Southern Utah, just seeing, engaging in training sessions and one-on-one coaching. There's been some talk that she might be lesbian, but then some of the comments she'd made is that if you were LGBTQ, that was that could be covered from, but that was a usual thing. Like,
Why would you hit your own teammate?
when you're part of a heightened community, if you are LGBTQ,
There you go. There you go. Alright, let's end this. Let's end this.
What happens sometimes with believing members, they go in the south and then that can dangerously turn into the streets. I tried to see stuff with us, and they were pretty
Got it. Get it in there. Get it in there. Dude, you had that.
I heard she had strong stances around. I have seen it where it felt like Jody was.
Why is some dude running into me? Like, that's not helping you.
That's right. I am not here. Because I am the girl.
Get that shit out of there. We'll take it to overtime win.
Once Jody was able to isolate Ruby from him, she was really just able to brainwash her. She was a living rocket.
so you can see how Jody Hilder Brands justify the next step. I'm right on how I have done sexuality. I am right in having somebody become consent. I am right to Children's Day.
Oh, good shit. You guys still suck. I mean, I came back with 30 seconds of the tie it, so. Lucky. Can't even flip right.
No, that was in the summer. Ruby and Jody were living in Jody's house, and the children are being systematically abused and then tortured in the home. And at the same time, Jody and Ruby are continuing filming in the house.
You wonder where I've been on my vlogs? You wonder why I left YouTube? It's to save my kids.
The 8 Passengers channel changed to Moms of Truth.
Hello, and welcome to Moms of Truth with Jody and Ruby.
Moms of Truth is pretty much parenting advice.
In this home, you don't get personal space, because this is my space, because I'm the parent.
Harsh parenting advice.
You're scared to hold your child accountable. Instead of chasing your kids all over the place, you need to learn what's called principles of truth. You're being canceled in your own home.
I witnessed the entire dynamic of Jody's public-facing content shift. She was using Ruby.
I love children. I love children. I love your children. And I have a very sacred charge to help you protect them. And that's what she's doing. She's allowed me to be in her life so I can help raise and teach and guide your children. And that's what I want to share with you. How
What Jody got in Ruby was someone who was willing to be taken by the nose and do everything Jody said. And I wonder if part of the reason that this got as awful as it got is because Jody just was seeing how far she could push Ruby before Ruby would ever push back. And there's no evidence that Ruby ever pushed back. As long as Jody said, I'm this morning to do.
Definition of content. I can speak from my experience and basically nothing else, but she was the unified leader. There was zero defiance.
There was a lot of brainwashing. There was a lot of isolation. My gut was telling me something's off.
This doesn't feel right. The things she's asking me to do are not kind. It's really hard to look back and see areas where I follow Jody, despite what my gut was telling me.
I was separated for the first 5-ish months, and then I continued to see Jody throughout that year. It felt like things were changing. Her language actually got looser over time. It's almost as if like she was like losing a filter. Like you don't even know what it's like to hear them what's so like you never had it in their life. To watch somebody completely unravel, I just think the castle is gonna crumble at some point. That was the most stark and clear guidance to lead them out there. Shortly after, my life had split ways. I believe 100% because of Jody.
I feel like Jody was able to really get into, honestly, my psyche, my decision making, because I was so desperate for help. I needed to have this
Shit, I was on TV. That's not bad.
that saw enough red flags that decided
I pulled forward. If I'd ever pulled forward, I'd have had it.
within a year we're divorced.
We're all going to have to, as a culture, figure out how do we parse out intentional faults or misrepresentations and truth and fact, and how do we live in this? So much left to uncover.
But the biggest thing that was giving me
I don't think I get to save for that. I mean, come on.
What's happened? It starts out with what I would call extremely poor parenting with probably not criminal acts. This is lots of other acts there. I think it is.
Vamos. Búsqueda, vamos.
We need to go back to the house because there's so much there.
We gotta
Vamos, vamos. Vamos.
There were some
Vamos. Búsqueda, vamos. Vamos.
unlike anything I've seen.
Vamos. Vamos.
you have to jump.
Búsqueda, vamos. Vamos. Búsqueda, vamos.
He was trying to cheat.
Vamos.
He's defiant.
Búsqueda, vamos. Vamos, filho. Dad! Dad! Vamos! Vamos!
Dude, shut up, for real, man. You're being annoying as shit to everyone. Hey, at least you don't get to 7, I guess.
It's that level of ridiculous.
Good game, Orange. Y'all did good.
Not deserving of the intro.
I thought that shit was over.
Okay. Jody comes next. So she may be looking for him here soon, but you need to come see her soon as possible. She's a bad lady.
Our initial responding officer on his way there, he observed a vehicle traveling down the road. He pretty clear that was probably Jody from Brand at that point, looking for anyway. So when Jody stopped him and asked him to take away, thought obviously pretty fast, and he was like, no, I haven't, but if I do, I'll let you go.
Sex was over there. Alright, well, I guess I'm on my sergeant right now.
I believe that she came back to us after she saw the officers. She took the rope and the handcuffs, which the boy never knew from himself. And seriously, they could put them in his arms or the children is on the table. I think that she did that because that was
Adults have a really hard time understanding children can be so evil and what that takes to fight it.
Look at that big one. 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 Look at that big one.
Poor Jody, she's her friend, and just want her, put their neck out on the line for people, and they marry her. I mean, it is horrendous. It's horrendous. And you know what? Every Joseph Smith, every wonderful thing that God has done to me. Nobody wants the truth. Nobody wants the truth. I woke up to the spirit told me it's all the devil and you've seen him. You watched him.
First time playing a competitive match. Took me forever to unlock that shit.
The journal talks about how Jody is getting her house ready to sell.
those kids have no idea the sacrifices they made for them. We did locate paperwork that indicated Jody had purchased several acres in Arizona in the middle of the desert. She had purchased 2 tractors so that the kids could work. The girl held room into the cool house and she could sit in the pantry. They will think they won. They will think they got what they wanted. They will relax and pop. Like hot potatoes in the desert.
It's the worst kind of torture when you take someone who's emotionally deprived them of what they need. But Ruby and Julie are so insensitive at the time that they were arrested that I don't think there's anything to stop them.
It was when they were arrested. exist in separate cells, and we've been in separate cells ever since. That's when things kind of started turning. I was like,
see that on what happened.
Set free, whatever you want to call it.
absolutely. It's been creation. I love those interventions. Jody, no, I'm not.
I haven't heard anything, sweetheart. Oh yeah, there you go.
David. Shut up.
I've never saw her. It feels like I was being
What color TMI, you know? What the fuck are my teammates doing? David, shut the hell up.
I don't want to minimize or need to get it drawing and enjoy manipulated movement and films.
Won't be stuck.
Trials in challenging states of burden are children because we all take steps to protect them. We have often plea offer. They would plead to 4 to 6 counts and would agree that each count would carry prison time. Defendants charged with the exact same, but more at fault. Frank's attorney issued a statement before the guilty plea saying no to no grand jury.
Why would you do that, you fucking bum?
His Frankie has a statement she'd like to make. She does.
From a counterparty perspective, outside records that has nothing to have done donation. I was starting closely with I was not willing to assume because it needs to be bad. I was thinking
Hey, can you please shut the fuck up? No, go ahead, I'm sorry. Go ahead, you can sing. Go ahead, sing.
Consecutively for each of the 4 counts of aggravated child abuse.
And they said, try having
Jody, I know someone is thinking to herself that she can take credit for all of this. In the same way that Lisa's father takes credit for protecting his kids, I think that she is what she needs to do right now. The cycle has to stop somewhere.
I don't know this.
It's not for help.
The religious base is very all of the years that they have without question. Somehow is that she was.
As I remember that term, it's just disgusting to see someone on their own calendar eating some other people and listening to something and doing so much. Because this is really not what it's I think that's why it's like
What? How the fuck did I miss that?
to do things that are destructive for themselves and for us as a society.
Now that she's in prison, I thought a lot about that.
Good game.
Dramatic in her life and wonder if she's still reaching out and trying to suck people in to those dark places that she's brought so many people. I think she's extremely dangerous. If Jody got out and she had a way to still influence people, she would find that way and continue.
She's a clear pattern of manipulation, and victims over the years, it's a pattern that didn't stop after Jesse. It's not going to stop now. She likes the control, and it's something that I would be very concerned about if they go out of the league.
That's not bad. Good shot. Hey, are different cars on here faster? Or is every car like the same? Ah, I missed it! Son of a bitch!
I'm supposed to time it in.
I don't have the charger in it, I just threw it on there.
I plan to be the best swordsman there is. But this for criminal deeds, I still want the entire world. You asked me to do this, so joining your crew cost me my dream. You better accept responsibility.
Greatest swordsman ever. King of the pirates expects nothing less than
Many layers. Almost like a trade. It's one of the richest disabilities.
Can you pass it to me? Oh, he's blocked motherfucking sucking dick and foot.
Essential combination loyalty. Essential technologies, but for which the least only permits to
She's out there. She's gonna crack at it. Uh-huh. What's out there?
Mountain Dew piss bottle.
How? Alright, we ain't gonna say that with my fucking YouTube body.
How is this?
I never said followers out there, you know that. I know there are followers out there. That dude is kicking our ass.
Your little science has a revenue and information on the calendar. Funding is drying up. Sponsors are pulling out. Good. Of course, like an example of the
It is a decision of the governing body that develops provide suspension from competing at the collegiate level. The terms of your suspension are laid out in this document. I'm sorry, but okay, can be reasonable. Why do you apologize? You're taking this on public to the blood? Could be an international people. You're being replaced by the European. A German group of television.
another video.
So we can sign our title and hands for. Equipment. So usually the fellas are over.
Fuck that.
It's shocking. Especially since you're also kids. You're just
I blocked that. I don't give a fuck.
Hi, I'm Greg. I took over.
Hi, Greg. I'm fine. This is my daughter, Christina. Right. She and I haven't spoken in a couple of years, so this is kind of a big moment for us. Silence.
Fine.
Is the nicotine decaffeinated?
Yes.
Oh, I see. I'm having that itching my sleep is people.
I promise.
I could. If I wake up, I know why.
Give me my number. Maybe if I'm switching what the lines.
Yeah, fucking right.
It's fine. Here, take this knife away from me. I'm going to tell you. I was afraid if I caught you, I'd just start again. You remember your uncles, don't you, Jane?
So sorry about your mom. That's okay. Yeah, been forever. Well, you don't know. Like 5 last time we saw. No, you only were high, like really going at it. Oh, right, yes. There was something everywhere. Also, cost cheaper, cost of time. Want to do something? Thanks.
Do you know if you really if they had it make the roast? How about I whip up another batch of cupcakes, chocolate or vanilla?
I'm right now, but I'll take one real drink then. We got tequila, we got gin. Fine. I'm not tired. So.
Good night, I'm not playing. I don't want to taste it. I'll stay here with you. Should I join folks or anything?
Sure.
I've always loved it. I love you got them CBT.
Go get him, cheaters.
Smile.
I love you. It's just like the Hamptons, only tomorrow though.